Ready to go. Hello, 8 Baller Collectibles. Got a very special video for you today. So as you are all aware, or all the people who have watched are aware, we do HGA grading previews. So we've sent a bunch of cards off for HGA for grading, and they've come back, and we've sort of reviewed the cards that have come back. Some we like, some we don't like. Most of them we've been happy with, except maybe the gradings, of course. But we decided to send some cards off to TGT, Transparent Grading Team, another American company. It took a long time to receive the parcel after they shipped it, but I think the grading time, correct me if I'm wrong, was roughly what they quoted at the start.
Yeah, it was pretty much what they said.
Which was 60 days.
That was 35 days, I think, somewhere along those lines. 35
days, and I think that was 35 business days, so it would have been about 7 weeks on the grading list before it was graded and then shipped to us. But the shipping itself took, they shipped it before Christmas.
Bad time of the year to ship.
Yeah, very
bad time.
Bad time of year to ship, so it's hard to judge them on that, but I'm excited about what's in the box, and I'm excited to see just how another company does it. This is all new to me, so yeah, without waiting, we'll get straight into this and we'll go through the cards as we normally do and go through the grading. Hopefully I don't see anything on top.
So we come across TGT when I was watching one of the Dallas card shows, and I saw someone reporting on the TGT, and I thought, well, they've got some pretty good looking labels too, so I thought we'd give them a crack.
Yeah, so here we are. Alright, so I can see inside the box that the cards are not covered with anything, so I'm just going to pull them out one at a time. I don't know what I'm pulling out. I don't know if it's the right way up or upside down. Okay, it looks upside down. So this is a Xion Williams Court King, rookie 1, that we sent away. And we've got a 9, alright. So centering 9.5, corners 8.5, surface a 10, which is probably highly unusual for a Court King.
Which is good.
And edges of a 9. So pretty happy to get a 9 mint Xion Court Kings there.
So that's a label. That's not a bad looking label.
Yeah, actually that's pretty good. Did we ask for anything in particular, like custom or anything like that?
I just can't remember off the top of my head which ones we were. Right. I think that's, again, I can't remember.
Well, I'd have to say that at the moment I'd say that's a custom label by the look of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why we would have sent that off as a custom label, but okay.
Actually, I think there was only a couple of custom labels there. Got variants of their labels like Beam and got a few of the others.
One thing I'll say about the slab, and I'm going to pass it over to Luke here, is it's noticeably a lot thinner than HGA, and it feels a little bit, it still feels rigid and stiff and like it's protecting the card, but it kind of feels a little bit, PSA, I don't know, maybe. Yeah, a little bit more PSA-ish. But yeah, all in all, I'm a fan of that, and I like that we can track the cards. We can actually scan that and get the grader's details on what he thought about the card, and we'll look some of that up, and we might even make another video on that later on. I don't know.
We could do. We'll definitely leave a link in the description about TGT.
Or maybe even if you guys can scan that code off your TV or whatever, that'll actually take you to the grader's notes on the card and give you all the details on why we got a 10 for surface and why we got an 8.5 for the corners. But I'll pass it over to Luke. Just let him feel it, and I'll get out the next card.
It's really thin, like a PSA one.
Yeah, very thin, eh? Okay, so next card. They're all upside down, which is good. We've got an RJ Barrett. It's a prism card, and look at that. The
TGT is holographic.
Yeah, over on the back.
Oh, cracked ice kind of feel.
It's cracked ice, because this is cracked ice.
No way.
Yeah, that is sick. So that's 8.5.
Wow.
Centering 10. Blow me away. Surface 9.5. Edges of 8. Ouch. And corners 8.5. I don't know why the edge has got an 8, but that's I can check out the grading notes. But you can see how that they've carried that cracked ice even onto the back of the label. That
looks nice.
That looks really good. I'm very impressed with that. Probably not a card really worth sending off for grading, but we just wanted to send a bunch of cards away to sort of get them.
Lay the land, really.
Yeah, just to understand how the labels worked and just to have a look at the product and have a look at the product across multiple range of different cards, really. So yeah, very happy with that. Again, I'll let you if you want to scan the, I'll hold that up for you. If you want to scan that, you can scan that. If you can scan that, I'm not sure you're going to be able to, but I'll just do that so you can have that ability to have that opportunity to, if it allows you. Okay, next card is going to be a Prism, a Theo Maladon, and wow, I mean, I'm really impressed with the labels.
Wow, they look way better than HGA's.
10 on the auto.
And what are they?
A 10 on the auto. And you can see that's hollow, because I believe that the card is silver hollow.
Wow.
But even the label
That's
itself
impressive.
is silver hollow. So mate, that is magic.
Is that a 10?
That is a 10.
That's a 10?
No way. Wasn't
miss
even
that?
looking.
How did you miss the 10?
I don't know. How did I miss the 10?
It's
So
a
that
mid
is
10.
filthy. So centering 10, surface 10, edges 9.5, and corners 9.5. Sorry, I didn't put my glasses on. But we got a 10. First 10.
Nice.
And it's a nice one to get a 10 on.
That's really good looking labels.
That is a sick looking label. So again,
The cards actually feel more secure in the
they
in the
do.
slab than HGA's.
Yes, they're not floppy, are they? Like you can shake them.
Yeah, some of them it feels like you can shake them, and these actually
And the
feel like
the
they're-
labels are seated. Like in the HGA, the
Yeah.
labels are not seated properly.
Yeah.
Some of them fall out of the cover, or just sort of. I'm very impressed. Actually, very, very impressed. So wow, we got a
Wow.
10. We got a 10. I was focusing on the 10 auto.
Hey, they rounded up on this one. So 10, 10, 9.5, 9.5.
Yeah. Hey, they can round up any time, right?
That's really impressive labels.
Yeah.
Quite nice.
Alrighty. Next, we've got James Wiseman, and this must be a hollow card as well, because we've got hollow on the back. It's out of Select, so
I think we picked different labels, like went through all the different types of labels we could get.
holy dolly! Look at the labeling. 9. Oh, I'm not even worried about the grade. I'm looking at the labeling. That is sick. So we've got a 10 on the centering again, 9.5 on the surfaces, a 9 on the corners, and a 9 on the edges. So we're losing out on the corners and edges here. Gonna have to maybe handle our cards a little bit better, but I think that's got more to do with the cutting and packaging from Panini rather than the way we're handling the cards.
Exactly what it is.
So a 9 is, I'm pretty happy, especially considering it got a 10 on the centering, a 9.5 on the surface.
So I'm pretty sure when we put this order through, because it was a while back now, we picked one of all the different types of labels, at least one. So there's a base label, is like the first one that we saw, and then there's explosion labels, beam label, and a custom label. And I think there's only one custom label that I can remember that's in this.
we're gonna have to we might figure that out as we go along, which one the custom.
No, I know which one it is.
Oh, do you? Okay, alright, so when we get to it, you'll be able to say that's the custom.
Yeah.
Alright, cool, we'll do that before we flip it over. So we've got another Court Kings. This is a Jar Morant, Rookie 1 Court King. Hopefully we've got good grades on this one. A 9, okay.
So that's the same label. That's a base label.
Yeah, it must be a base label. That's 9.5 on centering, 9.5 on the surface, 9 on the edges, and 8.5 on the corners again. So that one's been sitting in a box for a little while. Maybe the corners are a little bit shabby. Not overly shabby, but it doesn't take too much to bring the marks down. And yeah, I can feel that the card's a lot more secure in the pack. Again, happy to have a 9. Wasn't really so much about the grades themselves. It was more about just having the experience and trialing it out. So yeah, wow, happy, very happy. What else have we got in here? We've got a whole lot of cards here.
Yeah, we had to put 2 lots of orders through on the one.
Okay, we've got a Kira Lewis Jr. I believe this is an auto because we've got 10 on the auto. There's the scan if you want to scan it.
If you can scan it.
If you can scan it. And yeah, Silver Hollow,
10.
Kira Lewis Jr.
Another 10.
Another Gem Mint 10.
They must really like Prism.
So 9.5 centering, 9.5 corners, 10 on the surface, and 9.5 on the edges.
So they have rounded it up.
They have massively rounded it up.
Wow.
So but we will take that. I'm sure you'll take that.
Yeah, so that's a gem mint, is it?
Yeah,
so
gem mint 10. What does that one say?
That says gem mint as well.
Okay.
So I assume the next level would up be pristine.
I wonder if the label changes with that. Hopefully we find out.
Well, yeah.
Okay, next card up.
Really good labels.
I'm very impressed. Like really, really impressed. Okay, Theo Maladon.
Again,
10 on the auto. This is your...
This is from Contenders.
You know what? The card is loose in this one.
Is it?
Yeah. See that?
Can you see it? But moving up and down.
Yeah. You can...
Oh, yeah, can too.
It's hard to see on the video, but it is sort of moving up and down. But we've got 9.5. 10 on the auto. We've got a 10 on centering, 10 on surface, 10 on edges, and 9 on the corners. And we've got a 9.5. Ouch. Theo Maladon. Rookie ticket hollow. Is that the custom label?
No, that might be an explosion label.
That is an explosion label. That looks sick, man. I really love the hollow. I don't want to see anything else that's not a hollow. Alrighty, next card up. We've got RJ Barrett. There's another cracked ice by the look of it.
This is...
Again, I'll just hold it up as close as I can.
I don't think it's a cracked ice off the top of my head.
Well, it's got cracked ice label.
Yeah. But
Let's have a look. No, it's not. It's an XR. Oh, wow. Look at that.
I think it's a beam label.
Yeah, but it's beam with
Cracked ice
on it. Because it's hollow, I don't... Okay, well, I've got a 9.
Yeah. As you said, it wasn't no real expensive cards getting sent out there.
Yeah. So 9.5 centering, 10 on the surface, 9.5 on the edges, and 8.5 on the corners. Ouch, corners are killing us. So it's not really, super valuable card, but again, just to get an all-round perspective of, and I just sent sort of what we could.
There's even what TGT labels holographic
in the corner.
That one there,
that one doesn't.
Take that one back and Xion, so you can
that's the explosion, and you can see here in the corner it's got... Oh yeah, maybe not. No, you can. It's got TGT in holographic in the top right hand corner of the card. That is really... they've gone attention to detail on something as simple as a label, but as you guys can all appreciate, it's going to make it or break it when it comes to the overall appeal and appearance of the card. So next up we've got Xion. This one's not a hollow. Could be that. I think it's a Xion bronze, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, I think it is.
Xion marquee bronze, 8.5. Ouch.
They're tight on the.
They are tight.
Prism.
Yeah. So corner centering 9.5, surface is a 9.5, edges are a 9, but the corner's got an 8. Again. Geez, they really focus on the corners, don't they? I can't see anything wrong with the corners.
That's what they call, looks like a beam label.
Yeah, that's a beam label without the hollow.
I'm just looking at him right now. I'll see if we can get one of these pictures up for you.
We'll see if we can put them in the editing, I guess.
See how good we get.
Yeah, yep. Oh, well, that's pretty cool. I think I'd sold that on eBay for $45 or something, and the bloke made an offer on it for $45, and I was like, yeah, no, I'd rather just keep it. I wasn't in any rush. Okay, we've got LaMelo silver.
I see some hollow on the label.
I don't know if it's silver or not, guys. I really have no idea. I know it's his rookie card because it's 278. Let's have a look. Red, white, and blue. Is that a custom?
That is not the custom label.
Centering 9, surface 9.5, edges 8.5, corners 9. LaMelo, red, white, blue.
That could be a custom label. Yeah, I think that is a custom label.
That's not bad.
That's one of the custom labels. I forgot about that one.
That is not bad. I really like that. Again, TGT would be in hollow in that corner there. We can just see it. Very hard to see, but it is there. And yeah, that's the if that's available for you guys to scan, give it a crack. And yeah, let us know in the comments if you're able to scan that and if you can see the notes that the graders left on the card. Next we've got Ty Jerome, 12 of 25. So this is the Emerald Jade. Jade. 10 on the auto. I'll just hold that up again, let you just have a look at the notes if that's available. And let's have a look at the card. So we've got a 9 on that.
The colour matching is just so much better.
Isn't it what? And the label, I mean, it sits so, it looks like it's almost pressed into the plastic. Like it's so snug. So centering 9.5, surface 9.5, corners 8.5, and edges 9. What's with my corners? Not liking me corners, are they?
The guy checking the corners, he's the hardest one there, looks.
Yeah, he's strict as. That's on card auto. That's a nice one. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Yeah, 4 left by the feel of it. I can't remember how many we send away.
This is custom label.
Okay, this is a custom label.
Back spray paint.
Yeah, that is
TGT.
That is sick. So LaMelo Ball. There's the graders notes, and I can't even remember what card it is. My rookie one, 9.5. Damn. 9.5 on the surface, on the centering, 10 on the surface, 9.5 on the edges, and 9 on the corners. So I actually purchased this one off eBay. 35 bucks.
I can't remember.
35 bucks I think I paid for it. But jeez, damn, that looks sick. Wow. Wow, and the label just sets it off, doesn't it?
Especially those, especially Core Kings.
Yeah, yep. I'm just really impressed with the card and how it's turned out with the grading. Alrighty, let's see what other surprises we've got here. Because they're all surprises for me. Even though I'm not one to send them away, rightio. Now we're talking. Ja Morant acetate. And I don't know, look at the label on that.
It's like winter or something, isn't it?
It's like water. Like they're trying to show the clear clear on the water. So that's yeah. Shame not horizontal, but it is what it is. 10.
No.
Judgement 10.
No.
Yes.
Acetate.
Oh yes, centering 9.5.
Corners, guys.
Corners was the sleep on this one. Surface a 10, corners a 10, edges 9.5.
Wow.
For a Ja Morant acetate, and
Wow.
I am stoked. That is, I'm wrapped with that. We got 3 10s, Connie, so far. 2 to go. Hectic.
I think there's another one of these in there.
Another acetate?
I think so.
Is there? I don't know. Anyway, awesome. Alrighty, last 2 cards. Here we go. What have we got? Okay, Devin Vassell. Must be a hollow of some kind.
Arriving now.
Arriving now hollow, Devin Vassell. And here we go. The explosion.
An explosion, yeah.
Yeah, nice. 9. So we've got a 9.5 on centering, 10 on the surface, 9 on the edges, and 9 on the corners. Am I reading that right? I am. How did they get a 9? It had 9.5, a 10, and 2 9s. Surely that'd be a 9.5, right?
At least a 9. Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, we had 3 9.5 grades, averaged out with a 9 left over.
Well, maybe the guy doing the math for the numbers was asleep on that one.
The dude printing the label hit the wrong, didn't hit the 0.5. He was having an off day.
The round up or the round down.
Yeah. Oh well. Look, at the end of the day, again, it wasn't so much about the cards or the grading. It was more about the experience and just having that, being able to experience and share it with everybody else to see sort of how it went for us, what we thought of the whole process. And I've got to say, I'm pretty impressed with the result. Definitely.
Well, yeah, the label seemed the grading itself seems a bit over the shop, but very impressed with the labels and the slabs themselves.
Yeah, for sure. So this is a Matisse thigh ball. This is
Sapphire, is it?
yeah, I think it's a sapphire illusions. That's the one. Thank you for saving me. Sometimes, yeah. Okay, gotcha. There we go. If you want to click on that, let's see 10. We got a 9. So again, the corners dude's sharp. He's right back up on it now. Centering 9.5, surface 9.5, corners 8.5, and edges 9. But all in all, a Matisse Thifel Sapphire. I'll take that.
Very hard to see that it's actually a sapphire.
Well,
Especially how shiny it is.
Well, the sapphires were always dark, like a black, but sapphires are black, dark blue. So yeah, that's the end of the box, and so packaged in quite well. The cards were not going to move anywhere. They were stacked in sort of 2 stacks. So yeah, packaging was good. Shipping, again, it was you're probably right. It probably had more to do with the time of year that it was shipped as opposed to shipping speed. But shipping speed, I would have to say, would have been slower than HGA, even if it was shipped at a different time.
Well, we had a bit of an issue of putting our international address in. So what they did was just told us to send it to their own address, and they'd fix it up afterwards. So that actually worked out kind of good. And the customer service is really good, quite quick on the responses.
Except when we asked them about where the package was.
Well, they went to check it out, that's all. And then the day after we asked them that, it turned up.
Yeah, well, it was 2 or 3 days after, but yeah, it was still within reasonable time. All in all, I've got to say, probably the only thing I'm a little bit disappointed in, and it's only because I've only had HGA slabs, aside from the couple of PSAs that we have, that they just felt really chunky, and these ones just don't really feel that chunky. They're very thin.
I kind of like them.
Yeah.
I like the PSA kind of slabs.
Okay, well, each their own. I mean, to me, they just don't...
Pull one out of the plastic.
Yep.
And to see what the quality of the seams on it are like. Because HGA were known for a bit of cracking in the corners.
Right, okay. Alrighty. Yeah, no, it seems to be pressed pretty well.
No cracking, yeah, no.
It's very hard for the video to pick it up. Just trying to get that focused. Yeah, it looks okay. There it goes again. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I certainly not complaining. I'm more impressed than what I was with HGA. Now I'm starting to get into this a little bit more, and we're starting to experience a little bit more from different companies and
what's out there for offer.
What's on offer, what's available. That looks a lot crisper out of its bag too.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people like the big name brands, especially for resale, but given that it's so expensive and turnaround times are so crazy at the moment, it's a good time to experiment, especially when you're not spending super rich cards out there.
Yep.
So it's good to check them out, see what they're like, and when you send so many, you can even pit them against themselves on the. Especially when you look at them and you're thinking, well, I don't know how they got an 8.5 or how they actually got a 10, and comparing them back to each other. I just can't get over the labels. How they put the hollow and the cracked ices in there.
It's so crisp.
Yeah.
Just so crisp and clean, and they're all like it's okay. There's a lot of similarities between them, but the whole overall, like they've all got their own individual appeal about them. Like their own differences. I mean, they're in the same team, and you know, just slight little differences on them. I'm impressed with it overall.
Yeah. The attention to details in the label itself seems to be a lot better than HGA's.
I'm wrapped with that. Absolutely wrapped with that. That is sick. What a card to get. All right, guys. Anything else you want to add to that, Luke, while you're here?
No, we'll keep you posted because we want to try a few other different companies that are out there. We just saw these guys at one of the videos we'd seen from one of the other card reviewers on Dallas Card Show, and thought we'd give it a crack because they look quite informative on how and why they got their grades, and they actually put up pictures on their website about the card when you go and put the information in. It tells you like circling areas where they'd found to be issues and why they come to that conclusion. So yeah, we're going to go back after this as well and check out, and especially on a few of these, to see how they got a few on the corners and edges, and
definitely
and see how that panned out. But
yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing some of them photos that they've put up on their review.
Yeah,
to see why it got an 8.5 on the corners.
Which is so cool for a database to have that kind of information on it.
Yeah, especially like, I mean, as if you're looking to buy a card as well, you know, if say you had an 8.5 Xion that was, you know, a decent price and you were thinking about purchasing it, knowing it's TGT, knowing that you could scan that on the spot and have a look at why it's been graded an 8.5, as opposed to other companies what they provide, I just think it's such an added value to the card itself.
Let me just scanning the back of the label to see what it does. And unfortunately, it just takes me straight to the website, that's all.
Right.
So I think you actually have to go to the website and chase down the numbers in there.
Right, okay.
Yeah, I think you have to go into their...
well, that's a bit of a shame.
Yeah, it's a dispute and it doesn't take you straight there. But yeah, they've got a database there. You go into the menu and you go to TGT database. You should be able to find it there.
Alright, guys.
Well, hold up.
Well, I was going to do that on a separate video.
Okay.
We can do that. We can do that after. So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for staying with us in the video. Stay tuned for more videos.
There'll be another one coming up very shortly.
Yeah, check out our website if you're in the market or looking to buy some cards. You want to buy some materials, top loaders, sleeves. Jump into breaks, guys. There's breaks available online right now. Pokemon, NFL, MLB. There's plenty of products available, so jump online, check it all out. Thanks for watching, and catch us all again soon. See you later, guys. 8 Ballers out.